Hey folks, happy Saturday. I forgot to cover some chart requests yesterday. MSTR, DJT, SMLR, Link, HBAR, Rose, TGT, OP, and these three down here. I also forgot to cover your SoFi requests. So I'm gonna cover these for you guys here in this video. Normally I cover these on the live streams, but because I missed them yesterday, we just had a long stream and I totally spaced it. I'm going to go ahead and answer these. I'm going to be answering these on Wednesday and Friday from the chart request thread. So if you guys are a captain in the Discord, you guys are able to request charts here to be covered on every single live. It is a new rank inside the Discord now. So if you come here to this link right here inside of the chart request thread, click on Me6 here. So this will allow you to upgrade to, I don't know why that link doesn't work for me sometimes. Sometimes I have to double click it for some reason. And it pops up here, and you can see there's two different memberships. So the Spartan membership is pretty much going to get you access to the trade alerts, the Overkill watch list, 24/7 trade support, advanced market analysis, our giveaways. The only real difference is you're going to get access to the captain's chat and the ability to request charts for our live stream. So in our live streams, I'm going to be covering these. I'm going to cover these today because I missed it yesterday. Then you'll also get access to the captain chat, which has priority to support over here in the Discord, and then everything else will just come with the Spartan membership. So there's two different memberships. It's $4 a month for the Spartan membership, and then $30 a month for the Captain rank. That's just a new feature we added into the Discord because we have over 3,000 Spartans now, so it's hard to take 3,000 chart requests here from the chart request thread. I'm not saying we're getting that many, but it was becoming a lot. I mean, streams were taking like 3 hours, which just takes a lot. So it is a new rank now, the captain rank. So again, you guys can click on this link right here and upgrade to captain, and that will get you access to the chart request thread. So if you can see this thread right now, but you can't type in it down here, that's because you're not a captain. You need to upgrade to a captain. So I'm going to start right up here with Drog. SoFi is the request. Let me just open up my chart requests or my trading view platform here, and we'll take a look at these requests here today. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Looks like we got a little bit of going on today. Uniswap's up about 7%. I did actually buy ICP today. So if you guys know, we actually entered this trade down here off these dots. I think I entered right here on the 19th. That was around $3 on ICP. It went all the way up to 10. I think I sold it around 780. I think I got out at 780. It went up to 10, and now it's selling off. So now it's back to 5. And the reason I bought this today was because it has a green dot here on the 4-hour chart. So it has the monthly dot showing up. Okay, the deeper the wave down here, the better. Again, the best one to reference is Bitcoin, right? Best time to buy Bitcoin was when this wave was down here in 2023. Bitcoin was at 20,000. Right here, Bitcoin in 2019, this was 6 years ago, Bitcoin was 4,000, and then back here in 2015, 10 years ago, Bitcoin was around $700. So ICP, I like the fact that the monthly chart is down here. Again, we're swing traders, so this was a trade for 1 to 6 months out, and we're just waiting for that retracement back in here to the red zone. So it doesn't have a daily yet, but I'm anticipating the daily here by playing the 4 hours. So I did add that one back into the portfolio. So let me go ahead and actually add this one into our portfolio. And I'm actually going to share this with you guys here. So this is my updated portfolio. I'm going to share this with you guys over here inside of Overkill Trades. So I'll just put this updated portfolio 11-15. Today is Saturday. Again, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm going to put that right there. And you guys can see all my trades over here. Every buy, every sell, everything that we're doing over here, everything that I'm doing, I post over here in Overkill Trades. So if you guys are a Spartan, you actually get access to that. Okay, I sold it around 730 on ICP, but we entered at 3. That was around an $18,000 trade. So I'm back in ICP. Again, you guys can click on this link and follow along with my portfolio. You guys can see everything I'm currently holding and everything I'm currently shorting just by coming over here and clicking that link in Overkill Trades. That link is right there. So that's really the only update for today. It's the only thing I've really done today. I do want to do something with Rizz. I'll get to that. Let me get to your guys' chart requests first. So let me open this back up here. We'll get to Rizz here in a minute. I just unstaked or claimed a bunch of Rizz, and I want to restake it and show you guys how to do that. So let's go here to the chart request. You had SoFi on here. So SoFi, this was from Drug82 over here. So SoFi, I am currently short SoFi. So you can see this is one of my short positions. The reason I'm short SoFi is simply because the dot is red here on the monthly, okay? The dot is red here on the weekly, and the dot is red here on the daily. So as with our strategy, right, we're never looking to buy in the red zone, right? This is where you can day trade and stuff, but ideally you want to buy down in these golden zones here on the daily. So if you guys are familiar with our strategy, I have a free trading course. If you're not, I'm not really going to get into the strategy here today just because this is a chart request thread. If you guys are captains, I'm sure you're already familiar with our strategy, but the time to buy SoFi was right back here. Okay, that was at $8.56. We go back to that blue wave, right? What I was talking about with ICP, look at this. Okay, that wave was all the way down here on SoFi. I got the green dot right there in August. That was at $8. This was SoFi, $8 back in August. It went all the way up to 32. So that was a 300% move off that signal. That's the same signal that ICP is giving right now. Okay, these might take 1 to 6 months to play out, but they are very accurate long signals, right? We're 1 to 6 months out. We're swing traders here. Okay, it does not look like a good place to go 1 to 6 months out on SoFi, and that's why I'm buying puts. So a put is an option where you're placing a trade saying that, hey, it's going to go down. So we're going to make money when this thing sells off. If it sells off, not saying it's going to, but there's a reason to believe it's going to sell off, because look at that. That is our sell signal, okay? We got one right here at around 15, and it sold all the way off to 8. We're getting the same signal here now. So we're short SoFi. You would be buying puts. If you guys don't know how to buy puts, I do have an options course right here that shows you how to buy and sell stock options from yours truly. And I do have a free trading course right here as well if you guys are new to the channel. But we are surely shorting SoFi. MSTR, I was talking about this one yesterday too. This is Michael Saylor's company. It's back down at 200. I am looking to buy MSTR here off the next green dot, right? The dot is red, so we're coming down again. We got the sell signal back here in July at $400, okay? If you didn't take your profits on the red dot here at $400, you are now down 50%. That's a 50% drop there on MSTR. I am looking to buy MSTR at $100. At $100, where we found support right here back in June, is where I want to buy MSTR. Okay, $100 is that level. So again, we're just watching for our signal, right? You could have bought right here in 2023, about 2 years ago at $23. It went all the way up to 500. So I'm looking for this to retrace to 100. I would not be looking to buy this until we get the green dot there on the monthly chart. We got DJT. DJT is going to be the same thing. Okay, we're simply just waiting. This thing sold off really hard this week. Okay, we're simply just waiting for the monthly dot. Okay, if you guys jumped the gun on this one and got in early, all we're looking to do is looking for places to average down. A great place to average down is going to be on that monthly signal here for DJT. Okay, it's right back down to this 2021 low. It was back in 2021. This is a 4-year low on DJT. So you got to think to yourself, you're buying this asset. If you believe in DJT, if you believe in the company, if you believe in the vision and what they're doing and what they're going to be doing, you're buying it at the lowest price in 4 years. So as everybody's freaking out, as everybody's panicking, as we sell off from 15, 16 bucks down to 11, you're at the 4-year low. This thing was at $80 back here in 2024. Just over a year ago, this thing was at $80. It's all the way back to 11. So if it goes back to 80, let's just say it goes back to that high of 2024, that's a 654% move. Okay? Let's just say it goes to 60. That's a 400% move. Let's just say it goes back to 40. That's a 250% move from the current price. So if you believe in DJT, if you believe in the project, you should be buying it here at the 4-year lows. Okay? If you want to know where the exact bottom is, it's going to be when that monthly dot prints. But I think $11 is a steal for DJT still. I'm still holding that, and I'm looking to buy more. I actually bought more on Friday. I called that out in the Discord. SMLR, this one's also pretty, it's a falling knife right now. So again, I'm just going to encourage you to wait for that monthly signal. Again, our trading rules, our buy strategy is the monthly green dot. We need the monthly green dot. If it doesn't have the monthly green dot and you're jumping the gun, okay, you're putting yourself at risk. You're taking an unnecessary risk. The most important thing is that we have that green dot on the monthly chart that tells us that, hey, we're going up. Okay, hey, we're going up. As long as the dot is red, we're going down. So until we get that direction change in that signal, we got to be bearish, right? But you can also look at things like support, right? This thing has support. Support is just where the buyer stepped in last time and bought it, and you can see that price is right around. For some reason, it's sitting right on that line, but it's right around 19. Okay, it's right around $19. Where we bounce right there, where we bounce right here, where we bounce right here. we're attempting to bounce on it again right here. I don't know anything about this company, so obviously, hopefully you know about the fundamentals, but I would wait for the monthly if you're looking at the technicals. Let's go ahead and look at some more here. We also got Chainlink. Chainlink, so I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. I am watching, so Chainlink has the red monthly here, but I am watching the weekly chart right now on Chainlink. So you can see the last time the weekly came was right here in April. That was at 12. Another one right here in June. That was at 12. It ended up going all the way up to 28. So you can see back here, same thing. We were getting them right here in this area at around 10, 12 bucks. So this is the demand zone. This is where the smart money's stepping in, smart money stepping in, smart money stepping in. They're buying it at that $10 to $12 price, and we're sitting at 14 right now. So Link, I'm just watching for a weekly alert, and that will be called out over here in the Discord. I actually have a position on Chainlink right now, and I'm just holding it. I'm long-term on this project, and I'm looking to potentially buy more on the next weekly signal, and that will be called out over here in the Discord. What else do you got over here? Chainlink, HBAR, Rose, and TGT. HBAR, man, it's sitting right at 15 right now. So same thing. I'm looking at the weekly on this. Okay, 15 is a very strong support level. If that breaks, we got to assume we're probably going to come down to 10. So again, I'm going to refer you to the weekly or the monthly chart. Wait for one of those green dots and look for a place to add. If you're buying it here, I think 15 cents is a good price for HBAR. If it comes down to 10, you can just buy more. You can average down. So don't go all in on it right here. Put in half of position, and if it comes down to 10, you could simply buy more on the next either monthly or weekly dot here. Okay, but these weekly dots have been very accurate for HBAR, as you can see, all the way back since 2023. Good buying opportunity there at 4 cents. Good buying opportunity there at 4 cents. Good buying opportunity here in 2024 at 4 cents. Popped up to 40. Had a couple more buys right here at 15 cents, and we're sitting right on that support level. So 15 to 10 cents is going to be the range. Again, I'm just looking for that weekly or monthly signal on HBAR there. Rose, R-O-S-E, the cryptocurrency here. What do we got on this one? That one's got the monthly. So this one, I mean, it's right down here. It's at all-time lows, so it broke support. That's what I don't like about it, but it does have a great monthly. So if you believe in this project, if you're long on Rose, this looks like a good place to buy some off the green monthly. Okay, you got to believe in the project. You got to hopefully know what they do and what they are, and that there's utility and that they're going to grow. But right now, with our strategy, we are absolute buyers of Rose here at these levels. We got TGT as well. This is Target. I sold my Target. I'm bored of Target. It still has the green monthly, but it's not doing anything. It's going sideways. I sold this little pump it had up to 99, and then I got out on the red dot. Now it's back here at 90. So it has support at 85. These guys have earnings on Wednesday, so they're probably going to be a big mover on Wednesday. If they beat their earnings, this thing could spike. If they miss, it could go down. So earnings is always a gamble. I heard these guys are losing on their margins pretty bad. Looks like they got a price target of 110, which is sitting about right there. So, yeah, I mean, technically it looks like a good time to buy here on the next daily dot. But again, keep in mind, earnings on Wednesday. I would probably wait till after earnings to see how they react to their earnings. I don't like to buy before earnings. We got OP from Lewis. Another crypto here. This one's just hanging out at 40 cents. Again, not doing much, just going sideways here, building a range. I like it here at 40 cents. It doesn't have the green monthly yet, but that thing looks like it could come here anytime. It's also at its this was back in 2022. So it's at a 3-year low right now, the lowest price in 3 years. You're buying it at the lowest price in 3 years, right? Think of that from a psychological standpoint, right? If you're over here on the cheat sheet here, okay, you're buying it at a 3-year low, right? We've had this big capitulation dip. Now everyone says it's over. Bear market, bear market, bear market. We're at the lowest price in 3 years. If I'm an investor and I'm thinking long term, buying something at the lowest price in 3 years that I believe in is probably a good buy. You probably won't regret it in the long term. So watch for the green monthly on that one as well. We got a couple more requests here. And then I want to show you guys something on Rizz. GWH. This looks like a penny stock here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd wait for the green daily on this. Your sell target was right here. Red dot right there. You got probably around $7-8, but up in the red zone, you should have been selling. I'm not a big penny stock guy, so I want to know what I'm buying, right? GYRE Therapeutics. These guys are making a little bit of money. They do have a green monthly, so if you believe in the project, it is a good time to be buying down here. And our target's always up here in the red zone. The red zone is just part of our Fibonacci tool, so a target would be up here at 16 on this one. But I do think there are better things to buy than these biotech companies right now. And then the last one's going to be GLOB. GLOB, same kind of thing. Green on the monthly. So this is probably your best looking one here if you're looking at the monthly, because we've had a big sell off, right? This flushed everybody out. Now you got the green monthly. Last time you got one with the wave down here was back in May of 2023 at 144, popped up to 250. That's a pretty nasty sell off. I don't know what happened, but if I were to pick any of those three that you just put in here, I'd probably pick this one right here, GLOB. So that's it for the chart request. I wanted to show you guys one thing really quick. I wanted to go over rivals because I just actually got a ton of rewards. Let me actually pull this up really quick for you and show you guys what's up here. Let me, so I just went ahead and I harvested 64,000 Rizz. So I claim that. So you actually earn Rizz. You can see I own 25 million of these Rizz coins, and I earned 7.54% on their website just from staking it. So I just claimed those, right? I just claimed that 64,000. So again, this is like residual income. So 64,000 Rizz. I think that was like in the last weeks or so. It hasn't been very long. I think it's been maybe a week, but you could see that was $100 worth of Rizz. So I'm earning about $100. I think $100 every 2 weeks. I think it is. So that's not bad. That's $200 a month. That's just residual for me. If the Rivals network, this asset goes up in price, obviously that amount that I'm making is going to increase, right? If Rivals goes to a dollar a coin, which I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does, in the last 2 weeks, I just technically made $64,000. Does that make sense? So I'm accumulating as much of this as possible. So when you stake it on here, I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing is you can see that I have mine staked down here. So what I can do is I can unstake this and claim it, which is going to put all of my Rizz back into my wallet, and I can sell it anytime I want. So they do have a lockup period of 14 days. So when you stake something, like I'll do it right now. So you can see I have 68,000 Rivals in my Phantom wallet, right? 68,000 Rivals here. So if you're not connected, right, you need to connect your wallet. So I'll disconnect my wallet really quick and then I'll reconnect it. So I use Phantom. So now my wallet's connected, right? So you can see that that 68,000 Rizz is in my wallet. So I'm just going to hit max here and I could stake that. I actually wanted to do something else for the sake of this video, but I'll just do this to show you guys. So I'll just stake 100 Rizz just for fun. It'll tell you how much you're going to earn a month and how much you're going to earn a day. I am earning, I don't know, I'm earning quite a bit per day because I have a lot staked on this. So, so you can obviously stake the maximum amount, and that's what's going to pay you the 7.5%. So if I were to stake this entire 68,000, I would earn around 13 Rizz a day. And that's just compiling. I don't even have to think about it. That's just going into my wallet on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis. Okay. And I can harvest this every day if I wanted to. So that's how you do it. And then you just hit stake, and then you just have to wait 14 days. But after 14 days, you could take it out at any time. So like if I wanted to take this 28 Rizz out, I could just hit claim, and then this would pop up. I would just hit confirm, and that would, you can see it's successfully claimed. So that went into my wallet, and I could do that same thing here. And if I wanted to take it out, I would just hit unstake and claim, and then that would give me my Rizz, my 869,000 Rizz back into my wallet, and then I could sell it or do whatever I wanted with it. But for the sake of this video, that's how you stake it normally for 7.58%. So there's also this option, and the problem with this option is you have to wait 90 days to unwrap the Rizz. They call it wrapping. So when you wrap it up, it's like you have to hold it for a longer period. But you can see if you stake the warped Rizz, you earn 20%. So what I'm doing, how I'm handling this, and how I'm treating this situation is everything that I get from these rewards, everything that I get, I am staking, I'm wrapping. So I'm wrapping it over here on their website, and I'll do that here. So to wrap it, you just want to, so I'll type in 68,000. Okay, so I'm going to wrap 68,000. So there's ways to unwrap it. I'll show you how to do that here in just a sec. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my rewards here from what I earn, the 7.5% on my 25 million, and then what I'm doing is I'm wrapping them. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get up to 1 million worth Rizz because this pays 20%. So now what I can do, so you can see I already have some down here wrapped. So I can claim this, right? I can claim this worth Rizz. Okay, I'm going to claim that, and I'm going to claim this. Actually, I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to unstake this and claim it. Okay, so now that's in my wallet. So now I have 68.4. Let me refresh this really quick. I should have 69.9 thousand worth Rizz. So if I want to unstake this, let me see, unwrap. So you can see there's periods. So if I went 90 days, if I wanted to unwrap all 69,000 of these, I would wait 90 days and pay a 0% fee. If I wanted to wait 60 days, I could pay a 10% fee, and 30 days I could pay a 25% fee. So you could get it out in 30 days, but you have to pay 25%. But that would kind of defeat the purpose of earning 20% APY. So they reward you for holding it for a longer period. In this case, it would be for a 90-day period because I would want a 0% fee. But I'm not thinking of selling this wrapped stuff. Like my goal is just to get to 1 million. I want to get to 1 million and then earn the residual off of that million. So earn 20% on that million and then never unstake the wrapped Rizz. Just keep it in there. So I'm going to wrap it. So I just wrapped it. So you can see I have another 738 in my wallet. So I'll just go 738. You just have to go to this wrap tab here. And I'm going to type in 734. That'll do the max. So I'll wrap it. And now I'll just hit continue on my DeFi wallet there on Phantom. And now you can see that that should go up to around 70,000 wrapped Rizz. Yep, 70,000.7. So again, I could take this out, but it's going to take if I don't want to pay a fee, I'm going to have to wait 90 days. And I'm okay with that because all I'm interested in is earning the 20% APY. So I'm putting this in here. And this is actually good for the ecosystem too, because it's showing people like, hey, this guy's serious. He's wrapping it up for technically 90 days. And you can see my total staked wrapped Rizz. And again, my goal is to get that to 1 million. And now you can see I have 250,000 wrapped Rizz, and that's earning 20%. So I can come in here every day and I can claim this and I can restake it if I want to. I typically do it like once a week, maybe a couple times a week. So what I'm doing, again, my goal with this is I have about 25 million Rizz staked here, earning 7%, and everything, all the profit I make from my residual, right? Every time I come in here and I claim this, I am going to wrap it and I'm going to stake it for 20% until I get to 1 million. That's kind of my goal that I have for myself right now with this project and with this network. I really like the Rizz Rivals project. A lot of people were calling this a rug pull. You know what? Any project can be a rug pull, guys. Any project, but I do like the fundamentals of this project. There's not a lot of projects out there that allow you to do what I just told you, how to stake and earn residual income. Right? Like I said, I'm earning around $200 right now at the price that it's at, $200 worth of Rizz on a monthly basis. And if this goes up to here, that $200 is going to turn into $800 a month because I'll earn all those coins, but then they'll be worth 6.006 cents and not 0.001. So as price goes up, it's going to be more and more. So I'm earning APY, and whatever the price is what the price is. That's going to determine what dollar amount it's at. But I'm trying to accumulate as much of this asset as possible because I like the project. I like their staking platform. They have a few other things that they're doing. Again, I'm not here to pump this coin to you guys. I invest into this because I believe in the project. And if you guys look, okay, how I found this project, I didn't just, some people were saying I created this project. I did not create this project. I'll tell you that right now. I did not make this project. How I found this project was from Chainlink's website. Okay, I'm on Chainlink's website. This is Chainlink's blog. They dropped this. This was back in like August or something. This was a while ago. This was a long time ago. May. It was in May of 2025, and I made a video on this. I said, hey, okay, they got some AI projects, so they're partnering with all these projects, right? So I did my research on every single one of these projects, okay? And I found a couple that I really liked, and one of them was the Rivals Network. That's how I discovered this project. I didn't just pull it out of my rear end or see it on TikTok. I got it from Chainlink, one of the largest, the 11th largest cryptocurrency in the world. And, they're not going to put their name on something that I don't think is going to do well over time or that is a serious project. Because, again, I like everything about this project. And I like the fact that I can earn residual income. It's a brand new project. Okay, it's only been around for 8 months. So, like I said, it's been around for 8 months. I mean, imagine buying Bitcoin after 8 months after it launched. I'm not saying this is the next Bitcoin, but again, you think people were speculative about it back here when it was $3? Imagine being the guy that was like, "Oh, it's a scam, it's a rug pull," back here on Bitcoin at $5. Imagine being that guy. Okay, so again, just do your research on stuff. Obviously, don't just buy something because I'm buying it. Actually, look into it. Actually, look at their Twitter, look at their social media, look at their Discord, look at their website. Okay, they have a lot of stuff going on. Their website is rivals.ai. And again, I am not a paid affiliate. I am in no way affiliated with this project. I am just an investor in what they're doing. Okay, and here's their website right here. They have a few different things going on. They're only $1 million market cap. So again, they're brand spanking new project here. So with that being said, guys, that's it for this Saturday. Hopefully you guys got your chart requests answered. If you guys do have more chart requests, again, just drop them over here inside the Discord. I'm happy to answer those. We'll be live again on Wednesday answering those here from the Discord and from the live chat. God bless you guys. Have a great week.